Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the freaking Neurosity School. I am your host, Mom, and this is,
Amelia, the FND host.
yes, the one with all the experience. So, what we are going to do today is talk a little bit about what FND is and what FND isn't. And of course, we're going to do that in a fun format because, why not? We can have a little fun with it because we get a lot of questions about what FND is and we try to dispel the myths, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, we're going to play a little game. And every time Amelia says something isn't, there's a buzzer for each category, right? All right, so let's do it. FND is anxiety.
Well, let's see what it says. Nope.
No, it's definitely not anxiety. When we were sitting in the hospital back in October, one of the doctors came in after her FND symptoms and was like, oh, well, she just has anxiety. And I looked at him like he had lost his mind because he did, because it's not the same thing. She's not.
I was kind of mad at him. I wouldn't fake something like that. Kids, you don't fake it. It's there.
Exactly. All right. So next one. FND is temporary. Okay.
FND is technically a a silent,
Chronic.
whatever, division, whatever it is called.
So yes, that is correct. She's going to be dealing with this for the rest of her life, but symptoms are manageable.
Yes.
So it can look like there's nothing wrong
On the outside, but in your subconscious self, people with FND, in your subconscious self, it's telling your mind and body to do things, but in your conscious self, you don't know what's going on, and that's okay. It is a little scary at first, but then once you figure out what's happening, it's a little bit calm condition.
easier to deal
It's
with.
easier. Like you're a little bit calmer because you know what's going on, kind of thing.
Okay. So FND is life-changing.
Well, let's see what it says.
Okay. So how is FND life-changing?
It gives you the experience of what other people have. Like people that are blind, when you go blind, you get a picture of it. Like you get an idea of what other people are feeling. When you're mute, you have an idea of a picture that mute people have. When you're paralyzed and stuck in a wheelchair, you have an idea of what other people experiencing that same situation as you like.
Okay. And it's life-changing for the whole family too, because
Yes.
then you quickly realize, okay, well, we need to get a wheelchair ramp. We need to have a seizure plan in place. We need to create things and tools that she can use to help her support her daily functions so that way she can have more days that are symptom free. Because it is life changing, but at the same time, it's a silent condition. So it doesn't look like there's anything wrong until there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Which is really hard to explain to insurance, by the way. But it is manageable. So she can have days where she's completely symptom free, which are magical.
Yes.
All right, next one.
We call that a blessing.
Yes. FND is epilepsy.
Let's see.
Correct. FND is not epilepsy. It sometimes appears that way when a person is having what's called a functional seizure. There's a couple of other medical terms for it, but that's just the one that we learned. But she does not lose consciousness. Now, she won't remember a whole lot. But we do have a seizure plan in place because it is scary and it does cause shaking.
And people that have seizures, I would recommend like a bracelet with a QR code.
We'll bring that into another episode.
We'll bring that more into another episode, but it's going to be really helpful.
Right. So that way people aren't trying to medicate her when she's having a seizure if I'm not with her for some reason.
Yeah, which is not going to work for me.
Right. Now, there are people who do have regular epileptic seizures with FND. We did meet some, um, but that's up to your medical professional and not us to determine any of that.
Yes.
All right. So here is a harder one. FND was formerly called conversion disorder.
Okay.
Yes, that was the old name. Now, FND has been around for a long time. It used to be called conversion disorder, but they just upped the newer name for it, the one of this like last 25, 30 years, which is why like nobody's ever heard of it because it used to be called something else. Same symptoms, same stuff, just
Yeah.
a more technical name for it because there are so many different symptoms for FND. So there are over, this is the next question. There are over 15 different symptoms you can have with FND.
Let's see.
That is correct.
I've experienced most of them and I find them highly annoying, and most of them are painful.
Okay, and what are they?
So I mostly have muteness. Blindness usually follows before or after seizures. My falls, I experience at least almost nearly every day, so it's almost daily. Let's see, paralysis
Of the lower body.
of the
Okay,
lower body occasionally. It's rarely my full body now, which I'm very grateful. It's hard when you're not moving. You're like frozen. Like,
we call them like when she's full body paralyzed, we
yeah.
call it limpy arms. Oh, and we've given new names for things.
Yeah.
So, like her abnormal gait, we call it a moonwalk.
Oh, yeah, that one I also have, the abnormal gait.
Hmm.
It's really fun. I also have episodic tremors, which are hand tremors, and then I have,
Jazz hands, also known as
yeah,
jazz
jazz
hands.
hands. And then there's a different kind of tremor I just don't remember. It's called a specific term, but I don't know what it's called.
We call it
We call it
shaky leg.
we call it jelly because like it goes flying.
Oh, jelly arms. Yes, like jellyfish.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, my arm will literally go all over the crazy. So that's why it's prohibited for me not to have a knife. No knives.
There was this one time she was unloading the dishwasher and it was a butter knife and it went pew right across the kitchen.
Yes, that's the end of knives.
And then one time she was writing in the office,
And then I threw the pen.
like over this like place we have in our ceiling and just went pew across and landed on the couch like far away.
No, it landed near the furnace. That was the farthest thing I've thrown something.
Okay, it was very impressive. I mean, she could play baseball or softball, softball.
Yeah, I don't know if I should. What if the ball goes in the wrong direction and hits somebody in the face?
So that's another like
Yeah.
drawback to F&D.
Yeah. You have to confine yourself from certain things,
Yeah.
but it's worth it in the end. I'm definitely sure it'll be worth it.
So, our next activity, and by the way, if there are other questions that people have, please feel free to say something in the comments and we'll try to answer it on the next episode.
Yeah.
Because something from last episode was, are these conditions like permanent? And the answer is yes and no. Like, obviously, it's a chronic condition, but you can manage the symptoms to the point where you don't even can tell that you have them anymore. But that takes a lot of therapeutic work from just OT and physical therapy. And speaking of physical therapy, we have another game. You want to tell them about the game?
Okay, so we have a snowball version toss, but other things, it's a tennis ball or it's basketball. I have to help you put that on.
But it goes on my head, right? Like so. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on there. It's on there. Chill.
Okay. So make sure it's secure.
Oh, wait. We
'Cause
need to
if,
get the balls out. Hold on.
yeah, you have to get the balls out.
All right. Go ahead. Put yours on.
Good luck.
So, the reason why we are playing this rather ridiculously looking game, but yet fun at the same
You
time,
lift up the net, Mom, and then you pull them out.
it's called Headband Hoops Games for those that are just listening to the podcast and not watching any of the videos, which is perfectly fine, by the way. You're not going to hurt our feelings.
It's
Oh,
good.
it's going to fall off your head. Is to improve eye-hand coordination and to get her body you might need to tighten that.
I need to
Um,
find it.
to get her body to do things kind of automatically because all of FND is around your autonomic nervous system. So it's the things that you don't consciously think about. That's why your eyes can close. That's why your hand just kind of move in directions or your feet move in directions that you weren't planning on. Um, so that's why there's a lot of physical therapy elements to it to to try to get your body to just instantaneously do things the right way. So one of the ways that you do that is by consciously thinking about things and then doing them. So that's why we play ridiculous games
Like
that
this.
she picked up in at Reactive when she was doing her physical therapy out there.
Oh yeah, you also this is also kind of a
So
psycho game. Like
it's
it gets crazy.
it is a lot
It
of
gets
fun.
chaotic.
Okay, so
That's
do
for
you want to
sure.
go first?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and grab 3. I'll do 3 and then we'll see how this goes. Where did it go? Did it get in there?
Yeah, you cringe. Stop cringing. Stop cringing.
It's hard not to. Like, am I supposed to lean my head down?
No, just keep it right there.
All right, my turn.
No,
No,
this
there's
is
another one.
rude.
Oh well, I thought I was supposed to be the lead boss. All right, snowball and 1. Oh, that was terrible.
And I've been looking.
I know you're holding completely still.
Let me turn this
Nope,
way.
I totally missed that one too. I'm apparently terrible at this game. Okay, yes, got one.
One, I got 2 in this round.
All right. So
You can also play certain games with this.
yes, there's a couple of different variations, but this is the one that comes. It's called Snowball Headband Hoop Games, and it was very inexpensive. And the one that they did this before was with ping pong balls, so you could use these little types of nets with snowballs, which I think are a little less dangerous than the ping pong balls.
So,
They go flying.
because we unfortunately don't have a filmer, we have to do those sitting down. But normally, for like kids with FND or adults with FND, anyone that has FND, this is technically a kind of balancing game. So you have to balance on something while someone's moving around the room with the hoop
Oh.
on their head. And you try to toss the balls into the hoop while you try to balance. So it's like a simple focusing exercise while you're paying attention to your body movement.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
like the
easier.
advanced version.
Yeah.
So this is like the mom version, and
Yeah,
then the
the
other one
uncut
is like
version.
the for real PT version.
Yes, the for real PT version. If we had a filmer, we would show you.
This is just our second episode of the
Yeah.
podcast. You know, there's room for growth.
True. Maybe we can get one of our guests to do it. Like, we can get a guest to film and then they come in.
Oh, yes. So in future episodes, we are planning on having some guests in to talk about their experiences of being friends with, related to this lovely lady right here.
Guilty.
So I think that's it.
You've got a ball behind you.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm my chair. I'm okay. Well, here, you should put your thing back on and give me another shot. All right, here we go. One more. One more. I can do this. Well, hold on. I have to wait for it.
Slam dunk.
All right. Alley-oop. Oh, this is tragic. Okay, she totally won that game. All right. Well, until
I
next
got
time.
this, okay?
Well,
Try balancing while someone's doing a moving hoop. It's way harder. Trust me.
all right. Well, until next time, thank you so much for listening to us explaining what FND is and is not.
Yeah.
And like we said, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments for the next episode. Yeah, and we are not going to spoil about what the next episode's about, but there might be a guest.
Yes, there may or may not be a guest. All right. Bye.